Renner, I'm detecting a network breach. They are stealing your creation.
This movie was crazy. Like, I did not know what I was in for with about 30 minutes left. And you guys will know exactly what I'm talking. I was like, what are we doing? What is happening? This just got crazy and I love it. Frankie, for you, this is kind of your first like real, I would say real sci-fi movie. So what is it about the genre that kind of drew you in?
I remember getting the script and, that same feeling that you had of like how the last 30 minutes are. Like the movie I thought I was reading on page, 1 to 20, verse page 20 to 50, verse the last 30 pages. Definitely didn't expect it to go there. And I just remember being so excited. And I was like, if I'm this excited to read the script, like I can't imagine, what the movie will be like. So I was thrilled to be a part of it. Obviously it's definitely a bit of a departure from what people have seen me do before, right? And act. And I love the idea of that challenge. Granted, I didn't realize how much of a challenge it would be until I showed up on set. You kind of go, oh, yeah, I got it. I'll figure it out. And then you realize, wow, there's so much emotion throughout that entire movie, like every single level. But thanks to Robert, he, I think, pulled out the best of me, and I'm really thrilled at how it turned out.
Yeah, Robert, what would you say it is about Frankie that made him perfect for this role?
He's crazy. No, I'm kidding.
He's not even acting. That's just him. No.
I mean, Frankie is so committed and dedicated and such a hard worker and such a pleasure to work with that, because ultimately when you're working on a part, it's a discovery. And there's things he's discovering, there's some things I'm discovering, and that we're discovering as with the other actors as well. And what we really instilled was that every moment was real. And there was even a moment where, we were like, some of this isn't quite right. And even though we had a very compressed schedule, we kind of took a little bit of time, took half day off to kind of just retool some stuff. But that's for me as a director is so important, because nobody cares if you made your schedule, right? They care if it's a good movie. And so, and it takes that dedication, and just everybody was locked in and dedicated. And, I think a lot of people also don't appreciate how hard it is to be an actor. I mean, the vulnerability, the amount of pressure, like the camera is ultimately looking one place, and it's a whole movie, and it's on Frankie the entire time with this movie. Yeah. So it's a tremendous trust fall, between actor and director. Frankie did a phenomenal job with this film.
Yeah, no, Frankie's incredible in this for sure. For both of you, though, there is a lot of like AI movies coming out. AI is just a hot topic overall. So what would you say sets this movie apart from other AI stories that we've seen or we know are coming up?
I mean, really, I think it's that this is a film not so much about AI, but it's a film about loss. And it's what we use to fill that hole, and how AI and other tools like this, a sort of a digital world, can become a replacement for that. And really, it's less about the AI and more about sort of what it is to be human. And that was a key piece that, when I came on as director, I was really saying, this is my focus with the story, and hopefully we'll move audiences as well.
Yeah, Frankie, what do you think sets it apart?
What I like about it is that you see, something that you are seeing in real life with AI, right? Everyone's kind of searching for not a cure-all, right? But he was trying to do good, and in turn making a self-help, to be able to help people with whatever they want to achieve. And in that sense, he still programmed his kind of overbearing, over-controlling mother in it, and it affected him in a pretty interesting way. So I think about that now with like certain AIs or certain tools that you have, you are going to see that like biased programming in it from whoever the programmer was, and trying to figure that out and distinguish that. I think that's a pretty interesting thing. And, one thing I love about this movie, there's a long time in the movie or parts of the movie where you're like, you don't know who to believe. Like, do you believe the AI? Do you believe the girl? Do you believe I love that aspect of it. And, I think you are surprised when you finally figure it out, or you finally find out, what it is. And I don't know, I love it. I love how it takes place really in kind of one location. You know what I mean? It's all just in that apartment building, and I don't know. I don't know. I just love it.
Yeah, no, it's great. And I am going to hold this, but I have to bring up that I found it so interesting that after Renner snaps, right after this is happening, the AI still corrects that the duct tape is crooked on the belt. You know what I mean? I love that. But for both of you, like, can you, if you have anything to note about that, like, I felt like that was so important to show that she's still correcting him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, still being the controlling, mother that made him be the way he is, right? Like super OCD. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be in line on his schedule, and yeah, it's wild.
It's so great. Robert, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, sort of like the language of control. It's not do this. It's little tiny stuff, and then suddenly your brain is turned off and you're just, okay, yeah, this, and that's how it happens. That's how it happens. I mean,
what is the line? She says like interrogating level 1 or something like that, and it's like tooth extraction. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like okay, yeah.
I was watching it like this. I'm like, no. Don't do it. He did it. Yeah. And then before we wrap, Frankie, I have to ask you. I'm so excited for Malcolm in the Middle to come back. Like, I love that show so much. Is it true that we're really only getting like 4 episodes, I heard? Yeah,
I mean, it was originally, I think, pitched as a movie, as a feature, like a 2-hour movie. And for the sake of it being Disney Plus, like it's 4 30-minute episodes, but it's really one storyline, if that makes sense. You're going to see everybody and figure out where they've been and what they're doing, and we leave it on a great note, and then we'll see what happens after that.
I mean, I want more and more. So we just do the show continuously.
I don't know about all that, but
and a second Renner, which I don't know how you'd come back, but I mean, they teased something. Feels like it can continue the story.
Maybe. I mean, if people stay through the credits, they'll see a little tease for what might come after.
Exactly. And any way you can work Frankie in there, I'd be happy. So thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Defend what is yours. Protect your code.